Or YouTube, what's going on? Matt Kennedy here. Happy August 7th. Happy Monday morning. Hope you all had a safe and happy weekend. We finally have some information from Madden Ultimate Team this year. Finally, EA tweeted an article going over some stuff. Without going over every single thing tit for tat, I do want to go over my thoughts on this. We still have no information as of right now. It is about noon for me. About an hour behind still from this coming out, but let's go over what's released and then the overalls, which will come right here, will probably come this afternoon if I had to guess. Um, so huge news. We have a live event hub, item catalog, different things in Ultimate Team, and stuff like that. There is a pre-order reminder there. So, to do the deluxe edition, okay. So, going over the Gridiron Notes for this year's Ultimate Team overview, what's going to be happening is there's going to be a special stream on Twitch August 14th at 6 p.m. going over 5 programs, which honestly seems pretty interesting. I know that the stream is later. It is August 14th at 6 p.m., which I think is absolutely ridiculous because, really, how I think it's going to go down is, everyone's going to watch that stream. You might watch someone else's stream who is streaming their stuff, but really what you should do is go watch their stream. It's going to be better audio, better whatever. And then after that stream's over, probably an hour, I don't see it being more than an hour, probably 7 o'clock then I'll stream. And then what will happen is from 7 to 8, it'll be a kickoff special. The game will already be downloaded, whatever. That'll be next week, the 14th. So 5 programs, though, does seem pretty interesting. Hopefully they actually did what we talked about with team leaders, theme builders, gauntlet, journey, going back to the old days of Madden where the first day there was actually a lot to do. I already pulled it up in previous videos. Hopefully you went and watched them. Last year's launch solos were just ridiculous. And there's over 100 plus play reveals. So I'm assuming that's going to be the rookie premieres. I'm just losing hope by now for EA Sports. They expire Wednesday night, so we have to make a decision on Wednesday no matter what. So there will be a video on Wednesday doing my premieres if I have to, without seeing everything else. Next thing I'll say is that there's a new live event programming and live event hub. So they're really now. One thing that I don't understand is they're trying to say and sell that Ultimate Team had more programs, making it all the way up to the release of Man 24. I don't and speak for yourself, I guess, but I think a lot of people are done June, July. That's just me though. I don't see a lot of engagement on my channel, people in Discord buzzing about, I'm so excited about this content here in June, July. I will always believe, no matter what they try to do, June, July is 2 months off of Ultimate Team. You can play franchise all you want, you can do other stuff, but let's be honest here, June, July, there's no way in heck that people are playing the MUT champs or online head-to-head seasons. There's no way you're playing it like, let's go, I'm so excited, it's June, July. Rookie premieres come out June, whether it's early June or late June every year. And the only thing I'll say is that maybe it will change the culture, because if they do the same format every year with the rookie premieres down here, Aiden Hutchinson, and they do 32, that might give some more incentive to play in June, July, more and more years. But if they retract and they go back to a different rookie premiere format, because, maybe this year will be too overpowered, right? Well, if they do that, then there's really no reason to grind in June, July. So we'll see how that goes. They're really trying to enable them to have better post-Super Bowl content. We'll see how it goes, but again, really it's contingent on the next summer's rookie premier program for Madden 25. Live Event Hub, they're really changing the outlook of promos. We already see that there's going to be a UP promo, which I don't know if that means power. Let's see. Oh, Ultimate Preseason, maybe, yeah. So there is an Ultimate Preseason promo, so that's probably going to be. What the hell? Now, this is what I'm talking about right here. Ultimate Preseason Champion, 80 overall. And there's a fuel pass for the Ultimate Preseason Player. Now, this is what I'm talking about, okay? The only thing I don't understand is that, I mean, if they're going to go out there and make the champions 80, 82, even 84 because of the overall tweak, we already have almost a full 84 overall team with again, I say it all the time, Jay Jettis, Sauce Gardner, a Hall of Fame player, Josh Allen, probably a team captain once they get rid of that too. And then the rookie premieres. So, be careful, EA, because if you give us masters for these promos that are less than 85, then I don't even know why you'd waste your time on an 80 overall Jalen Hurts unless it's somehow upgradable. And then even then, it's like an 84, 85. We already have Josh Allen pre-order. So revamped onboarding, new tutorial in this year's game to help you learn more about Ultimate Team. Honestly, dude, you can skip it. Don't worry about the tutorial. If there's anything that you're lost on or anything you have issues on, just ask us YouTubers, ask me on my stream, whatever, and we'll be going over any questions you have in Ultimate Team this year. New item catalog. This is actually nice. I actually like this. So they're gonna have every single player in a catalog, okay? And you're going to be able to see that player out. So, like, physically, right in front of you. So, instead of in previous years, you would go to MUT GG over here, you would pull the player up, you could see the abilities, you could see other stuff. They actually have it concretely right in front of you in a catalog in Ultimate Team. That way, I'm not going back and forth with my tabs, MUT GG, back to Madden on my streaming console, back and forth. So you'll be able to see the abilities, the cost of the abilities, and the global usage. Wow, I really like that actually. So we're able to see how many percent of players use that card. That is actually very nice. So that is my new favorite feature by far. A lot better than this live event feature. I don't even know really what that is. It's just an easier way to see programs and probably fuel passes. But down here, I actually see a legit change. Like, this is really for convenience, in my opinion. Now, the only thing I don't understand is for crossplay here, economy changes across gen. So I think we actually are in the same auction house now, because it says right here, down here, okay, they have a little intro. We're happy to introduce crossplay to Man Ultimate Team, blah, 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 which is awesome. Now, apparently you can have it off, have it on, okay? Don't be a you-know-what. Just have it on and just, like, my God, like, just, why is there even an option to have it off? Like, that's so silly. Economy changes across gen. So as gameplay is next gen, it is no longer feasible to have Ultimate Team economy that is shared across console generations. So it does not say it explicitly, but I think what this means is the next gen will have one auction house. It'll be an old gen and a next gen auction house. So yes, we will have the same auction house. So now this is huge. Every single person on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation who has the Aiden Hutchinson, it will all be one price now for everyone on next gen. So I don't think he'll be that expensive. He is going to be the launch overall. It says right here still to refresh yourselves. He will be the starting overall champion. Okay, 87 overall, which we already kind of knew, and then 84 overall rookie premieres. So if you are going from old gen to next gen, just make sure that you pick one or the other. Once you start on one, you're not gonna be able to switch over because of the new like marketplace rules. Okay. Now coming in, we have the next biggest thing is competitive pass changes. So the comp pass has been revamped for Man 24. We'll see about that. It will still have solo battles, MUT champs, and head-to-head seasons. Spoiler alert: I do not think they changed solo battles and MUT champs. I think they would have said something about it. So anyone still wanting the old weekend league rewards or the old solo battle rewards, honestly, just it sucks. I'm not going to waste any more time on it. EA, just like MUT Master, has ruined that, I think. Instead of completely refreshing bi-weekly, each iteration of the compass will now start on the first Friday of each new season and last the duration of that season. Okay? So, to keep it fresh, there will be a compass specific daily, weekly, and season long objectives for users to complete. So, I don't know if daily is just daily goals, and then weekly is going to be like there'll be a week, like a week to week thing to do, and then every 2 weeks it will still refresh. So the only thing I don't understand is they're trying to say it's a new comp pass, but then um oh no, it does not refresh by okay. So it refreshes every season. And then within each season, there's daily, weekly, and season long things for them to complete. Now they did mention that there are 7 seasons in the tweet. So 7 seasons, we could probably expect them to last about a month and a half. Um, Probably two months max. So daily and season objectives can be done across any of the 3 modes, while each mode will receive their own weekly objectives. Okay. Um, it's not like the difficulty will change. It's just probably gonna be just I don't know, just different measures. Like instead of 10 tackles, 200 tackles, right? Like the difficulty won't be any harder. Probably just gonna be like the amount of time it is. It will adjust to the time. Now this is where it comes cool. They have a new limited time player. Now I don't really know how I feel about this honestly. Another structure to the compass will be exclusive player items. So just like in previous years when they had not previous years, but in the previous year of Ultimate Team in 23, they had it where you could grind for the champion, like Trevor Lawrence was the first one. You had Tariq Woolen, who was a really good one, like 88, 89 in September. Okay, all the way up to other ones, right? Even a decent one was Graham Gano in October, very underrated kicker. Okay, now they have a new one where the first 1,000 users to reach that player, I don't think 1,000 is enough. I would say 2,000 is enough where it's still limited, but it's not like ultra rare. This one's actually auctionable, which I don't really know even if that makes sense. Because why would you buy one when you can still get a base BND one? So like I know it gives flexibility for training and selling it, whatever, but that makes no sense to me. Like I could see the extra ability buckets and maybe even more AP discounts. So it like and honestly, it kind of makes the now this is the only way where one could argue MUT champs matters a lot more now. So like you really want to get like there were tiers, right? You want to get those 35 wins bi-weekly, which means you want to get 17, 18 wins a week. Cuz before you were just worried about getting that BND. Like as long as I get that master, I don't really need the extra coins or the extra packs. Okay, like yeah, that's nice, and obviously you want to max out your compass. But let's be honest here, the best part was getting the master player from that compass. So I don't really know what's gonna happen here because I still think this is kind of confusing because like oh there it is. There's only 2 compass exclusive players to chase every season, and a season lasts 2 months. So that got nerfed for less free players because if you're only going to give 2 compass players in every season, and then each season there's 7 seasons, so probably again like a month and a half, right? Maybe a month and 3/4, whatever. in 2 months we got 4 comp passes, maybe 5, depending on how the weeks align. Now we're only getting 2, and then on top of that, so the first 2,000, well, for each player, the first 1,000 get that auctionable player. I really don't know how I feel about that because, I mean, how quick will that go? You already know that there'll be at least God. Well, because it's cross play too, it's not PlayStation, Xbox, it's everyone on probably both consoles and PC. It's the first 1,000. Okay, it does not say by console. It's first 1,000 for next gen. I mean, you already know on all platforms, there's at least 500 people who literally will play 10 hours a day and probably have no work. So we could already be screwed. I mean, that's just how I feel about it. I mean, like, unless you're getting, 20 plus wins on MUT champs, that should help you get, bonus comp pass points versus the average person. I really don't understand how you're going to go out there and get the first 1,000. So we'll see about that. I don't want to waste any more time on that. We'll wait till more info comes on this. But overall, I would say this is an L. I mean, yeah, I mean, maybe it's not even really that worth it. I mean, it is auctionable. Once the player is kind of obsolete, you'll get some coinage out of him instead of just BND training. But I still think that it's just, like extra ability buckets. So we'll see what happens with those AP updates. Last thing, I'm not going over MCS stuff. We already know about that. There were articles about that last week. The champion, okay, and also MUT champs, okay, it will refresh every Friday, okay, which means it will refresh every weekend, which is pretty good, I guess. And then throughout the week, I guarantee there'll be more sweats in the weekends now, and then throughout the week will be the wrapping touches, and then it'll refresh again. There is no token, thank gosh. That was kind of annoying. Last thing is champion sets. Now, this is one thing that we already talked about. We're going to deep dive here. Okay, the hero sets. Okay, so the change they made was really really overpowered, and it's actually for the better. So instead of having like specific like set cards that go into the sets to get a champion, like for example, like last year there were champions like Legarius Sneed, Joe Mixon, headliners players, right? You can now require any base elite or any auctionable 84, 85 player that goes in to get the heroes. Okay. Now, the only thing that I'll say though, and this is to make the champion sets more accessible, which does help the no money spent team. So the comp pass update only has 2 players. That kind of hurts NMS, but then this really helps it. So it kind of just offset. But I think this is very overpowered because now you cannot use rookie premieres because they are BND. It's any non-BND players. So any auctionable player you get now who is now this might raise the value and the market of 84 overall players, but remember, and this goes back to what we talked about. We already have a full team of almost 84/85 overall players. Okay, if you grinded 23, you did your job. You should have a decent team already the first day if it loads in on the 14th. So if we're going to get 84/85 overall players in the program, and they already outed Headliners is the first program, then that's last year's 86 Wentz, 86 Parham, 86 Lane Johnson, 86 Divine Diablo. Those set cards that went in to get the heroes like Sneed, whatever. Okay, they were easily usable last year as some of the best cards. 86 Gabe Davis, right? Go back if you don't know what I'm talking about, right? So those 84/85s now are gonna be again with that 2 overall tooling. The 84s are the old 86s. And if we go all the way up here, we see an 80 overall master, Jalen Hurts. I know it's the preseason promo, probably the first week, trying to get some base elites. I don't know if this is a joke or not, but like, I just feel like, dude, if you're going to give us 84 overall cards or lower, don't really expect us to be like, I really want those cards. unless they're very overpowered for ability reasons, they have a special ability or like speed or height or some stat we love, but high point got nerfed, so don't go for height as much anymore for receivers and tight ends. It still matters for like aggressive catching, but not really for high balls anymore. So like they already outed that the 84 85s are going to be the set cards, and then the master will probably be, I don't know, 86s, maybe 87s, just because 87s are the new highest overall at launch. So I could see us grinding for 86, 87s, but be careful, EA. I get that. I get that you're retooling. I get it, but just know that those 84, 85s, it's not like people are gonna be dying to get those cards because we already have those. So that's really all I have for time reasons. Any questions, go in and comment below. But as of right now, I would say my overall vibe on this game, I'm not gonna lie, it probably is going more towards neutral. Nothing that's so much. I mean, there are some good things. Like I do like the new master sets, and I do like the new catalog and stuff. But I don't like where the comp pass is going, and I do like how it is one market house for next gen. That is also a W. There probably are more W's, but I just feel like the Comp Pass and the MUT Champs and just them not fixing the solo battle reward system and the MUT Champs reward, the old weekend league, that is a huge L that weighs that, like, it holds a lot of weight. So that's my thought on it. We'll go from there. Take care. Give me your thoughts, W or L, and why.